What is up, people? This is Random Vlogger and welcome to another video. I hope you guys are enjoying the Christmas season, holiday season. New Year is approaching, and yes, the weather is becoming pleasant day by day in Mumbai. Although it's hot in the afternoon, hot as in hot AF. So I thought that I have some free time to kill on my hands, and let's not waste and record a video with the free time that I have. I want to talk about the ownership review of this motorcycle. Now, I have used this motorcycle for what it's not meant for, right? I have used this motorcycle to go touring on it, and surprisingly the performance is amazing. The performance that I have gotten out of this machine is amazing. I have completed 20,000 on the Odo right now, and in these 20,000 kilometers the bike has not given me any kind of mechanical problems. Now, this is a carbureted engine, that means everything is tuned by hand. Mechanical issues means clutch cable failure, brake cable failure, or any kind of failure that would render the motorcycle unusable. So yes, that has not happened on this motorcycle as yet for me. I thought we have some time, so which way? Go this way only. On the right to Bandadara Dam, Yadnesh wrote this, and he was like, this feels like a 125cc when you pin the throttle in the initial gears. Now, the second and third gear they want you, the bike on the second and third gear wants you to rev it, like wants you to pull out that whatever 8 horsepower is provided, and the torque is amazing in that. You just go aback and you really feel like this is a 150 or 125cc motorcycle. Secondly, this bike gets the tank cowls that makes it look sportier, and the riding position is, so when you sit on a commuter, when I rode the Splendor, Yagnesh's Splendor, I felt like I was like this on the road. This motorcycle has a little, I think the wheelbase is longer on this bike, so it helps you to take the corners nicely, and it gives you a little bit of confidence on the corners, and you don't feel like you're going to like just fall in the opposite direction. As far as highway cruising goes, I'm in 4th gear right now, and I'm doing around 60-70. But technically, if I go touring with this bike, like when I am on my rides, the 3rd gear pulls up to 70. So 3rd gear pulling up to 70 is a very big thing for me. If the 3rd gear pulls up to 70, it allows me to cruise. It allows me to cruise easily at 70 and 80 in the 4th. But if the 4th gear is going on 70, then the bike does not like it. It does not like to be revved hard on the last gear that it has. I think this bike could have gotten a 5th gear, but then considering the purpose of this motorcycle, the 5th gear does not make sense. How do you look behind with those mirrors? Mirrors. Talking about mirrors, I have installed blind spot mirrors over here, and I also have rear view mirrors, obviously. The only downside on this bike is that it doesn't get bar and weight, so the handlebars cannot take bar and mirrors, but that's alright. That's a give and take. I mean, I have come to realize that if you're in a fall, or even if your bike falls, these mirrors save you rather than the bar and mirrors. They'll just snap, and they'll just like I think you can snap this side or this side, whatever that can be. So I don't think bar ends are really useful. So we have got done with the mirrors part of it. Now the suspension, I have not experienced anything bad with the suspension. I mean, considering it is made for the city, the suspension is really good. Although in the previous model, the Twister, CB Twister, the suspensions are longer than these ones. I realized it like a month ago. But yes, the suspensions are longer than this, but I have not experienced like alloy braking, or you know, the hitting of the springs on the rear of the seat, or whatever that is. So suspension is let's say a 7 out of 10, because nothing is perfect. And what else? Yeah, the brakes on this motorcycle are phenomenal. I mean, drum brakes need to be like tightened, you know, like they I don't know if you're using discs, but people who you have used drum brakes on their bikes, they know that the drum brakes need to be tightened so that you get a good grip on them. So the front, it has a lot of bite. Like if I'm braking like that, the front has a lot of bite on it. It has enough bite that you can stop from 80 kmph. And trust me, I have done that, because unwanted speed breakers on the highways. Yes, so the brakes are extremely good. Oh my god, the brakes are extremely good. But I think considering the price point that this bike comes at, a rear disc should have been an option. But I prefer the drum, as there's no ABS, and when you are using a drum brake, when you push in the drum brake, it applies the brakes, and then you can actually slide the tire if you think you have to have an emergency stop, because in the front, if you hit the brakes hard, you're going to slip. So in the rear, you can at least slide your bike from the rear a few meters to avoid crashing. Just change the 4th on 17. Considering this, I don't really know if I'm happy with the kind of service that Honda Service Center provides for these motorcycles, and I will make a separate video regarding this, because this needs to be, I think this needs to be addressed from my side. And one major issue being these type of bikes are, they sell a number of them, you know, like it's not like an exotic bike or a CBR, because I inquired about the CBR and it has a 45-day waiting. So these bikes are ready to sell on the go, and they also come in the service center in lots. So I'm not really decisive about this, and I will make a separate video about why I have my opinions about the Honda Service Center. In one of my previous videos, someone asked me how I installed this. I'll put a link in the description box below. I just saw a normal video of a modified Honda Livo with Hornet graphics and etc. So I decided I'll put it up, like I'll see if it helps or if it's just to show, and that's how I just installed it on my bike. Also, it helps does from coming right onto my phone here. So when I'm touring, my phone is over here. So direct stones don't come and hit on my phone or directly on my bag. Overall, the ownership experience for me has been great. The only downside that I've faced is that the battery, once it gets old, now I think the battery needs to be changed on this. So when I'm going on rides and I leave early morning, I obviously am using the auxiliary lamps on my bike, and during Bandardara, as we left, oh my god, there's no right from there. What the hell? Okay, that is a right. But seriously, man. Thank you, police wale uncle ji. So as you guys know, during another ride, I don't think so the camera captured it, but the battery, like even if you can see now, the battery is blinking here. It should be solid green. Because of the indicator, it still has that blinking. So the battery has to be changed, and I will be changing it towards the end of January, maybe, or maybe towards the start of January. I don't really know when I'll be changing it, but for now the battery is running really fine. I mean, it starts in one push. Honestly speaking, if you are getting into riding and if you do not have that kind of money to spend on a Hornet 160 that offers single channel ABS, this bike is the best option for you, because it looks sporty and it feels sporty. Like, if you pin the throttle, you will feel that kind of pull that you would feel on a Hornet. And plus, this is a very good bike to learn on. If you can pick one up for like a second-hand bike, and you're saving up for a bigger bike, but you want to learn and you don't want to, like, you know, wreck your new bike, this is like I would recommend this motorcycle to a lot of people who say, like, you know, I don't want to wreck my motorcycle, I feel scared. So you can get this one, learn, and trust me, your braking, your sense of braking will improve, because you don't have any assist here. So you will know exactly when you have to brake. According to the myth, like, you apply 70% brakes up front. I think I apply 60-40, like 40 is up front and 60 is on the back, because I know that I'm gonna kiss the ground if I apply the front brake too hard, and that's a definite thing. But I know that the rear brake can help me slide the motorcycle, and then I can apply the front brake that has the bite to stop the motorcycle. I think that was about it for today, guys. If you like my tiny ownership review of 20,000 kilometers on this Honda Livo 2016 Honda Livo, please share your thoughts in the comment section down below, and like this video, share it with your friends who have a Livo, and make them feel proud that they have this motorcycle, and ask them to subscribe to the channel. You should subscribe to the channel, and let's spread this community. Okay, I will see you guys in the next video, probably on Wednesday or Friday. Bye bye.